it's me here. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, if you're a new subscriber or a long time subscriber, then hey, bitch. And if you're not a new subscriber or a long time subscriber, it's okay. Go ahead and hit that subscription button. Okay, let's go ahead and get into Real Housewives of Potomac. The ladies are pretty much wrapping up dinner. You know, Gizelle decides to say that she want to have a conversation with Ashley as well as Candiace off to the side. She trying to say they're going to plan something. So all the ladies get up. They head back to the house. Once they get back to the house, Monique wants to do this whole bonfire thing outside. She's really pressed about it. She really want everybody to go outside. And Candiace them like, well, give us a few minutes. You know what I'm saying? We got to have a conversation, you know. Gizelle like, yeah, I need to talk to Candiace. Let us go ahead and do what we need to do. And Monique's like, all right, cool. Do y'all thing. We'll see y'all in a minute. Right? They waiting on Ashley to put baby Dean to sleep. So once she does that, they bring her out to the area. Okay, she comes out. Monique had to come back inside because she looking for something. They're like, girl, can you hurry up and go, honey? You got to get out the door. So as soon as Monique leaves, Ashley comes and have a seat. Okay, you can tell obviously Monique was pretty pressed about the fact that they having a private conversation. She's not really involved or whatever. So I mean, of course, she kind of want to know what's tea. So anywho, Gizelle decides to let Ashley know, like, hey, you know, there's some things that has taken place, and Candiace decided to confide in me out of the strength of you. You know, I'm here to help assist her with relaying this information to you. And so she said there was some tea that was leaked, okay? And she said, just go ahead and pass the phone. Candiace passes the phone over to Ashley for Ashley to review everything that is being said about her boo, Michael, right? So she don't really know how to feel about it. In a sense, she's a bit confused because she thought everything was going well between them. He was going to the strip club at one point when she was pregnant. She didn't like it, so he stopped. So I guess the moment she dropped that baby, he got right back on into the strip club. Okay then, girl, he gonna do what it is that he want to do on P, right? So she says she appreciates them sharing the information with her. She's going to go to Michael and have this conversation. She says she has a lot of respect for Candiace with the way that she decided to bring the conversation to her. I can appreciate that as well. That's what I was really hoping for. I was like, pull her to the side. Please do not, you know what I'm saying, go out and say this in front of the other ladies. Pull this girl to the side, have this conversation, and let her do with the information in which she will, period. So I was here for that, and I could appreciate the fact that Candiace did that for her. Ashley also mentions that she snoops and sniffs, honey. She snoops and sniffs. She said she been doing that from the moment that they got together. So that's another reason why she didn't think anything, you know, was really happening, because she be snooping through everything and she be on his eyes, okay? She be sniffing out through his underwear and everything. It's like, girl, you should have snooped a little harder than that. But okay then, good luck. All right, so moving on to the fire pit. The ladies are outside. Monique mentions to Wendy, like, girl, I thought you was older than me. But it's no shade, okay? What it is that it's your maturity level that you have and all of your accomplishments, okay? I ain't got all them accomplishments like you got, girl, okay? So that's why I thought that you had to be, you know, older than me for you to have the list and the roster that you have, girl. So, you know, that's all, you know what I'm saying? It's cool. So Gizelle come outside, and Karen's like, you left your homegirl, Gizelle, you left your homegirl, you left Robyn, and Giselle's like, Robyn's grown now, whatever she meant by that. So anywho, Gizelle has to get ready to pack up and head out early in the morning for her New York event where she may potentially win something, which, let's fast forward, she did win the award, but Robyn decided to go ahead and walk her back to the house. Really, Robyn wasn't trying to be around y'all. No way, Robyn is tired. Robyn was trying to use that as an excuse to get on back to the house so she can go ahead and chillax. Period, right? So all the other ladies decided to go to, I guess that's the guest house or whatever, where the pool is, or the pool house or whatever. So you had Wendy, you had Candiace, you had Monique, and you had Karen, all out there drinking, smoking on CBD or whatever. And then Karen gets drunk and starts talking about her marriage and her relationship, you know, talking about how when you're in a marriage and you guys have a business or whatever, or you need to make sure that it's legitimate, and that she put on so much money behind Ray or whatever, and she still kind of wants some of her money back or whatever. And I'm like, that's y'all issue right there. Like, I knew Ray was feeling a way about her regarding some dealing with them taxes. I really think Ray has an issue with her based on the tax issue happening, and then her being the public figure that she is now, and it being broadcasted all over, you know, the internet or whatever now, all over, you know, it's a part of the storyline or whatever. And then here she is embarking on her journey or whatever. She probably doesn't really allow him to live down the fact that she wants that money up out of him. But, you know, That's what it is. So then Karen also says, well, listen, you know, I was really hoping that and praying that you two would have a conversation. Monique wasn't willing to entertain the conversation of her and Candiace having a conversation, and neither was Candiace. Monique like, girl, I just want to drink, okay? I just want to drink and get drunk. Ain't nobody trying to have no deep conversations right now. I ain't trying to talk about that. And I agree with Monique on that, because like Karen said, when you drunk, you may say some truthful stuff. So it's like, I wouldn't even want to, like, girl, it may go left real quick. So let me just not even, we can have that when I sober up, so no ma'am. Next morning, Kris decides that he wanted to arrive. When he arrived, he immediately started asking about breakfast or whatever, because Kris is hungry, and I don't blame him, because that drive down to that lake house is quite long, all right? And it already looked like y'all had that many restaurants there anyway, so I know Kris is hungry. So Gizelle went ahead, left out. She's leaving early, right? All the ladies come downstairs, all right? They talking about how Gizelle already left. Everybody figured they would miss her, because some of the ladies were up till 3 o'clock. Karen decides to go ahead and let them know, well, you know, Gizelle was having a lot of sidebar conversations, honey, you know. And then Monique took that as her opportunity to bring it up, because it really bothered her. She felt as though it was disrespectful for the ladies to have a sidebar convo. And so Ashley decided to try to explain what happened, and Monique was like, no, I don't need to know, and I don't need to know what the conversation was about. Ashley was like, well, if you calm the hell down and let me tell you, I can let you know what it was about in detail. Okay, let's be clear. So what it was about was this. So she was trying to, you know, open up about the conversation, and Monique just feels like, no, what I'm saying is this, you know, haven't we been down this road before? It's like deja vu, okay? We need to stop talking about people's marriages, stop discussing people's marriages, because we did this last year. Fast forward, here we are today. I was like, Monique, shut the hell up, okay? You act like she brought that whole situation to the whole everybody. No, okay? Now, if she brought it at the table, then I felt like you could have said something about it. But she didn't, okay? Ashley, number one, brought up her own tea, okay? And number two, which is technically number one, is when Candiace decided to pull Ashley off to the side and have the appropriate conversation. Now, had she not did that, Monique, you would have dragged Candiace for that, because you clearly have an issue with this girl. So let's move forward. So Robyn steps in, finally making some sense, and says, well, I don't think nobody should be mad at Candiace for pulling nobody to the side, because she did what she needed to do. And then Wendy was like, yeah, she could have been real shady about the situation, and she wasn't, okay? So Monique's still feeling away. She's still rolling her eyes. Girl, feel how you want to feel, okay? You feel like you was being disrespected. Every time y'all have an event, a woman is always being pulled off to the side to have a conversation, okay? Just like earlier when what Gizelle had pulled, what's that girl name? She had pulled Wendy off to the side to have a conversation or whatever else. So it's like, girl, shut the hell up. So when Wendy later on in this episode says like it really was because Candiace was involved, and she somewhat, it's a little shaky with Gizelle, that's what that really was about, girl. You're not gonna do us. So fast forwarding, okay, so Eddie, Kris, and the other Kris are sitting down, and Monique's Kris is talking about how he wants to get snipped, but he don't want her complaining every time he wants it. He wants to still get the feelings that he get when he's about to ejaculate and all this stuff. I'm like, boy, sir, you just, I can't, okay? I can't, okay? Okay, so then they get in the groceries and all this stuff. They bringing in the catered food. Kris has a gift for Monique. Go outside, grab the gift, bring it in. Everybody's singing happy birthday. And Candiace's Kris is like, yo, where is Candiace at? And then Monique said, oh, we just got into an argument, so, you know, she's probably upstairs packing. And then Candiace said, no, I'm not. I'm right here. Hey, y'all. And I was so, I was, even though she was upstairs the whole time they were singing, I was screaming because I thought it was hilarious, okay? She was like, I'm not for the sing ever. The girl, like, oh, girl, bye. Whatever. So as soon as they was coming to the end, she started running down the stairs. And she's like, I'm here. I'm like, okay. Hilarious to me. So they're all having lunch, and then Ashley asked Wendy how did she meet her husband, and she said, well, listen, we've known each other since we were 17 years old or whatever. We ended up dating for 2 years, got engaged for a year, then we got married. We've been married for like 8 years. And his mom doesn't like my mom, and his mom also hasn't been by to see his kids or anything. Like, she's not willing to apologize or whatever. So people are asking, like, how does he feel about that, you know, whether or not he can forgive. And he said, well, she's been given opportunities to forgive, you know, I mean, to at least apologize for her actions or whatever, and she ain't really trying to take on those opportunities. And then they're asking Wendy, like, how do you feel about it? Like, will you be, you know what I'm saying, can you forgive? She said, I don't know if I can forgive, you know. And I know people probably was about to say, yeah, girl, you always have issues with even apologize, so we know it's gonna be hard for you to forgive. And she's like, well, no, because my thing is this, I'm the one that have to wipe those tears every time he cry. You know, I'm the one that has to hear these conversations and feel feel whatever he feeling and this and that. So I don't know if I can forgive you for that, you know. And everybody else is pretty much telling her like, just keep an open mind, you know what I'm saying? So Robyn says, let's come up with a game. So they decided to play a game with where the guys imitate their wives. So you first had Ray get up there and imitate Karen about her tea. You had Eddie get up there imitating Wendy about her choosing an outfit, okay, and not liking the choices that he does suggest to her when she asking him what he thinks. And then you have Kris go on and do an example of Candiace, her nice and her nasty, okay? He flipped the switch on both. And then you had the other Kris, Monique's Kris, get up there and imitate her getting ready to do fellatio on him. And I'm just like, yo, this is everybody has something. That's the only thing you think about of your wife. And Monique has told you before, like, she doesn't want to feel like she's just, I forgot the term that she used, but just basically somebody there for you to hump on. Like, what kind of stuff is that? I'm sure it's more to their relationship than that, but that's just what they showing us, and I don't really like all that. I don't like that. So moving on, so it's the last day. Okay, everybody's getting ready to head out. Candiace comes downstairs. She's all calm or whatever. She getting ready to say bye. And then Monique over there trying to act like she's asleep or whatever. I'm like, Monique, you know you ain't sleep. But if you sleep, okay, I guess you get a pass. Candiace was really calm. She came down there. She hugged Kris, said thank you, whatever. She saw Monique was sleeping there. She was just like, thank you, you know. She did the wave goodbye. She went on about her business. He said, well, y'all will be all right. She said, maybe not. So Ashley has the conversation with her man. She said that when she got home, she talked to him about it, told him all the situation. He said it was a lady that was a bit touchy and feely or this or that, and he, you know, he regrets it. He should have never, you know, it should have never happened or whatever like that. They got into a big argument. Things got a bit heated. They calmed down. He went and slept in Dean's room, and she went over and she slept in the bedroom. You know, so that's just pretty much where we are with that. As we see, next week's episode is going to like really unfold more and more with photos and everything, evidence of the situation dealing with Ashley and her husband. So I feel like it's a good thing Candiace did come to her about the information when she did, so that she could resolve the issue privately with her husband before all of this stuff blows up, because we just don't know, right? All this stuff gonna blow up. Another thing, I feel like Ashley must be okay with this being a part of her storyline as well. So for Monique to be like, we gotta stop bringing up people's husbands and this and that, and the other. Well, when it came down to you and people tried to bring up the situation dealing with your husband, quote unquote, dealing with your husband and the trainer and whatever going on with your family, you said, quote unquote, that the production even felt like it was a bad thing, that we not even gonna go down that road. And I'm like, why is it not bad to go down that road for Monique, but it's okay for y'all to go down that road with Ashley? So I don't really, a little shaky. It's a little shaky for me. I don't really believe production, you know, said that. I believe Monique probably put her foot down and said, y'all not finna air that because we not finna do that. Now with Ashley, Ashley must be okay with this storyline. You know what I'm saying? For them to, like, she didn't put up a hoop, holler, fuss or nothing. She must be okay with that, you know? So those are my thoughts about that. Like, she clearly must be fine with this being a part of her storyline, because this is what it is, okay? So, I mean, yeah, we are seeing this. It is deja vu. It was deja vu when he did it last time. Whoop, there it is. She pregnant. Now she about to have a baby, okay? Here we are again. He's doing this again, and whoop, there it is. She pregnant. She about to have a baby. So, I mean, miss me with this, okay? But those are my thoughts. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about the situation. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention. I ain't even mentioned this, so let me go back real quick. So, when the ladies was sitting outside, I think it was before they ate or whatever, everybody was sitting outside. The ladies was near the pool or whatever, right? All sitting outside talking. Monique comes outside. Somebody brings up, Wendy tells Robyn, like, yo, you know, Karen, you know, she was drinking last night or whatever. So then when Karen came outside, Robyn says, well, Karen, you know, I heard you was drinking or whatever you was doing. And she was like, what the hell you talking about, Robyn? You know, and then Robyn said, see, Wendy, this that I be talking about with her. Like, girl, this is she, you know, she like to act like she don't know what the hell going on. But it's okay, though. All right. So they start talking about last night how, you know, it was a cool time. Then Monique hops in. You know, they start talking about the bonfire. Then Monique begins to bring up the bonfire again and bring up the issue and how it was a moment and we had certain events designated for this and that, and you ladies wanted to go off and do your own thing and la 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 la. And then once again, Candiace being as calm as she is now. Okay, y'all love trying to call this girl, which she can be, don't get me wrong, immature and all this other stuff, but when I see these issues between her and Monique, she's always appeared to be the person that's more calm. So Candiace is like, well, I mean, I understand what you're saying, and I did apologize about that, but Monique, this entire weekend, you've had a lot of activities and things for us to do. You know, you've had a lot for us to do, and we participated in just about everything. It wasn't that we weren't participating. It was just that we were trying to resolve a matter in a private way. Like, that's pretty much what it is. But Monique still got an attitude. Candiace was like, oh, girl, I'm finna go. Like, girl, I'm not finna, you can argue with yourself because I'm not finna do that, okay? So they had an exchange of words. Then Robyn pretty much checks Monique, and she's just like, I think you're trying to be a bit controlling over the situation, like you're acting like this and that or whatever. And then Wendy is like, well, girl, is the issue, speaking of Monique, like, is the issue like deeper than that because Candiace was involved? Like, what is it, you know? And Monique was not willing to answer the question. She offered them a Danish. And she got up and she walked off. Okay, so Robyn was like, I'm glad Candiace walked off and left the conversation because I was about to walk off and leave it myself, and it ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay, and then she again calls Monique a control freak, and then you also have Wendy over here saying like, yeah, she just really just having a bigger issue with Candiace. Like, that's what it is. I feel like if Candiace would not have been involved, it would have never been an issue. You know what I'm saying? So I completely agree with Robyn and Wendy. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, that's just my opinion. I think Monique does give off this oh, everything is all good in Moniqueville, and it's this and it's that. So like, I don't know. It's something about Monique. I've never liked her from the moment she got on the show. I ain't gonna say not liked, but I've never been a fan of hers. I'll say that. Okay, since she got on the show, so I don't really know. It's something about it. Like I don't know. I ain't fond of her. I'm not a fan of her, and I just really don't like how she handled this situation when it came to Candiace. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really mad at her, but instead of having a conversation when people trying to tell you to have a conversation, you being passive aggressive, and then you trying to be aggressive in other situations that ain't even her fault. And even Ashley said that she appreciated the way that Candiace approached her, and then Ashley is the one that's going to be able to spill her own tea in the way that she chooses to spill it. Okay, but you still got offended off of that. But okay then, girl, like I said, I'm Jamie, that's me. Y'all leave y'all comments below. Let me know how you felt about the entire situation dealing with Candiace and Ashley. You know, do you feel like Candiace took the right, do you think she did the right thing that she needed to do is for pull her over to the side, including Gizelle, to have this conversation? Or do you feel like she should have just told her in a group with everybody else? How do you feel about the situation with Monique and Candiace? Monique having an issue with Candiace even bringing this entire thing up. Like, what are y'all thoughts about the entire dynamic that Monique has with Candiace? Do you feel like Monique was in her right to catch her attitude and to feel the way she feel? Do you feel like she was right to say that the ladies disrespected her by not attending the bonfire? Y'all let me know y'all comments about the latest episode of Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.